Hello, welcome to game 4, I think. Game 4 or 5, one of the games against DVD for the league. Alright, so here, what do we have? We have King's Court, which means we can draw a little bit, but we don't have any plus buy, which is sad. We don't have any plus buy, which is sad. Now, what were my thoughts here looking at it? I wanted to draw something with the King's Court, honestly. I wanted to draw something with the King's Court. Pig is there. And I thought Camel Train can help me gain cards more quickly. So, maybe I could build something with King's Court. Maybe Vault for money at some point. There are these Odysseys in the old map here. So that could be useful at some point. But we'd have to see. There's some extra points in that Odysseys pile as well as extra points in the Aqueduct. Now, those were my thoughts going into the game. Build something with King's Court, right? And then you could always King's Court a pig and draw cards. It doesn't matter what the action card is. And Devil's Workshop will gain you imps as well. So there's lots of draw. You gain a vault and you probably get the provinces like that. That was my idea. Bank doesn't seem impactful. I was thinking to open Camel Train Moneylender, but the game has other intentions. So I open with a Moneylender. Which is wrong. You'll see shortly why that is wrong. The opening there should have been rats. So Camel Train makes sense. Nothing for me. And rats for DVD. What? Why? Oh, pig. All your rats turn into pigs, so you could comfortably trash with the rats. So when I saw that I wanted to buy a rats, I decided to wait, get the workshop instead. I could gain a rats off the workshop, no big deal. Alright, so the rats starts the trash for DVD. They get a workshop of their own. I get an old map. Camel Train. Now, this is going to be an interesting exile for them. I thought this would have been maybe Crown. It's going to be a forum. They gain another old map. I gain a rats here and a silver. Maybe that should have been double rats, to be honest. But we get the silver because I thought, okay, you need money to get the King's Court. Ha ha ha. I don't actually need money to get the King's Court here because of the pig, sorry, the way of the pig. You'll see what I mean. DVD demonstrates that idea later. Camel Train, and okay, so here's where I found things strange. They exiled a gold. I said, okay, maybe they want the gold to get the King's Court. They could gain the gold off the Devil's Workshop by not buying anything on a turn, so they'll gain lots of gold that way, as they do here. So alright, now they want King's Court, right? Surely they want King's Court. Here, I rotate to Voyage. I thought about keeping it on Voyage for the extra turn, but then I said, well, I will probably get 5, so I could get the treasure, the sunken treasure, and that's a great way to gain King's Court. I'll have it. So I rotate past the Voyage into the sunken treasure, which gains you actions, provided you don't have them in play. Here comes the army of pigs. 8 province? No. But actually, yes, they can do that because all these rats turn into pigs. So effectively, they're not in the deck. The only things in the deck are the treasures and the green cards and this workshop. Because you just play pig and go through the deck until you find them. And at this point, I realized, oh, that is true. And you could actually do that and probably win with it. Very nice. Plus, they get an extra 2 points off the Aqueduct. 2 points is hard to get here. Camel Train off the Devil's Workshop for them. I don't think they want the Camel Train. They want the gold exile. Because at some point, if they miss province, they'll probably buy gold and then fill up their deck with gold. The Camel Train is not really a camel train. It's a pig train. And the rats are not really rats for them at this point. They're all pigs. Just pig, 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 pig. I pick this moneylender here to make the estate skip the shuffle and hopefully draw into something good. Nah, we draw into nothing, but it does enable us to get our gold of the exile. So we have 2 gold in our deck and a silver. We have province money. We could get rid of all the coppers. I didn't pay attention to that. Alright, so they play their rats trash. Old map is going to rotate the pile? I don't know. I don't think so. They exile a forum by another forum. So now the deck, effectively for them, is a bunch of gold and forum. That's very good for hitting province one province at turn, really. Okay, so I rotate past the sunken treasure. I don't want them to have it. Plus, I want the distant shores for myself. I need to get some points rolling, but not right now. What is more important than the distant shore right now is the voyage. I need extra turns to come back into the game. See this nonsense here, what you're doing with the rats? Trash the copper. I didn't want to trash the copper because I wanted to buy something, but that's wrong. I should be trashing the copper at this point, and that will come back to cost to haunt me later. So I don't trigger the shuffle with the old maps out of it because I want the old maps to rotate into the voyage. So I can get those later. Sunken Treasure does get me the King's Court as I wanted, and I get another old map. It does turn up the voyages, and it gives me greater control over that pile. DVD has an old map, so they could rotate away from the voyage, but no, nah. I have control. I am the Odyssey Master now. Okay, so they keep trashing their coppers with the rats, which is the correct thing to do. I don't know why I didn't pick up on that. Because I was too attached to the moneylender. Foolishly so. So King's Court are pig here. Old map, we don't rotate. We will gain a voyage and buy a voyage here. Lots and lots of voyages. Arguably, I stopped at 2 voyages for the rest of the game. I maybe should have come back for the other 2 because I need the extra turns to get back in the game. Devil's Workshop gets me my first imp there. Right, so here comes DVD. It's going to be very consistent from them. The cards will fly, but they just want to draw into their treasure and probably, stack their deck accordingly. They even have imp, which is incredible for them. Should be trashing. Rotate, because now I want to get to the distant shore. Again, I maybe should have kept it there, gone after the voyages, by a King's Court. 2 King's Court is probably all I have time for at this point. I could have been Province, but I went for King's Court instead. Rat, not rat, pig. They just draw into their money, no big deal. Alright, so now I have the voyage, right? I have the voyage in hand. I can go on some voyages. My plan, my hope, not plan, is at some point during these voyages, I'll line up King's Court and Vault. I don't have the Vault yet, but the treasure will get me the Vault, the sunken treasure. Please trash the copper, man. This is painful to look back at. The sunken treasure will give me a Vault, and on a voyage turn, maybe I can line up King's Court and Vault. That will get me to Province because my hand size is not cut because of the voyage, just the number of cards I can play from my hand. So that's my hope. That's how I get back into the game. Even if I don't king a vault, maybe I draw into gold, silver, or something, or I draw into a sunken treasure I can pick up at distant shore, as I do here. So I go for distant shore, go for province, and I go on my voyages. My 2 voyages. Let's go. So I can only play 3 cards from the hand, right? So one is imp, one is moneylender to trash, and the last is a sunken treasure. So here is where I get the vault. I could also gain another King's Court. I skip on the vault for now, gain a distant shore instead. Imp doesn't draw me into anything great, but I'm able to get a vault here. See, I'm doing things on the voyages, even though 3 cards are allowed from my hand. I'm doing things. So I feel reasonably confident now about my position that I've seen that the voyage can be fruitful. I gained a vault and a distant shore of my voyages in addition to cycling through the deck. Easy province is easy for DVD. I keep the distant shores up here, and maybe I should not be going for King's Court on distant shore, but I was kind of greedy and desperate for points here, so I wanted the 3 estates. Maybe it's a bit too early to make that play. In retrospect now, I think that it is too early to make that play. King the pig rat. I don't want to trash my estates now because I think they're important, but I still feel like, in retrospect, that I could have trashed it. Vault will get me to the amount of money I need for province. Here's the sunken treasure for a forum that will serve me well, and there's another province and another imp. So let's see what the voyage gets me here. It's a great voyage turn. King's Court and Vault on cue. The only bad thing is it draws me into all my good cards. There's a King's Court dead. There's a Distant Shore dead. There are two imps dead. Does find me my sunken treasure though, which I'm happy about. So I will go ahead and gain another Distant Shore, buy a province. Here's the second voyage. Second and final voyage. Don't rotate. Imp trash. Rats trash copper. Can't buy anything. This is a terrible hand, and will lose me the game because we know DVD. They're buying two provinces. They have no other play. Right? They can't go around playing for duchies because I just win if I get around to my voyages again. So I think with better play I could have won this with the voyages. I think I went I liquidated my deck too early. So I could have gone back, gained the other two voyages, and the other thing is I'm not going for the estate so quickly with the Distant Shores. And crucially, trash with the rats. Please, just trash with the rats. The coppers are stop cards. That was probably the most heinous mistake of the game. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.